Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you've had an amazing week and you're ready to get into some cleaning motivation. We are starting off in the main living and kitchen area. This particular day was a dusting day. So trying to get through all the cornices, the walls, the ceilings to avoid those, what's the best way to describe it? To avoid those, they kind of look like cobwebs, but it's dust. It's static dust that sticks together in corners and on ceilings and stuff. That kind of thing. So I go through with this Subco microfiber static cling duster. I love this one. I got it specifically for this house because not only is it flexible so I can get into all the crevices, and you'll see that a little bit later as well, that it also bends in a way that I can get to the top of my ceiling fan in our master bedroom. It also saves my back when I'm wanting to go down low with that long handle when I'm doing the skirting boards. But it also is an extendable handle, which means I can do the ceiling cornices, ceiling corners and the upper walls of the stairwell, which is a 2-story open void basically. So really comes in handy in that. And then whilst I'm doing the dusting and going through it, I've also just opened up the fridge there to do the dust that sits on top of the fridge to stop that building up too drastically as well, and go down the sides. I do need to pull the fridge out and do a proper clean around the back of the fridge and the floor, but I'm not able to pull that one out on my own, so I'll need to wait for a day when Tim is available to give me a hand to actually pull it out without damaging our floors, so I can get in behind it and give that a clean as well. So here I've bent that duster to get onto the ceiling fan, and watch this dust chunk. That's disgusting but so satisfying. So moving into the laundry area, I also had to work on the area. So those are going to be the main aspects from this point on in the video: the downstairs toilet and laundry area, as well as the bathroom upstairs, which is going to get a bit of a deeper clean today. But I needed to go through and clear out all the tougher grime that happens in the corners of the toilet and behind and over the canister and the foot of the toilet as well. Go through and give that a clean. Whilst I was doing that though, I noticed that the grout was coming up really clean when I was scrubbing it. So a couple years ago, I gave all the grout a really thorough sort of clean, and then went over it with white grout paint to freshen it back up so we wouldn't have to replace the tiles, like as a budget thing. And then over time since then, I've obviously been cleaning the floors, but I noticed the grout was turning back to dark grey, and I assumed it was just that the grout paint had started lifting. So I was getting all prepared in my head, mentally prepared kind of thing, to go back over it, give it another really thorough clean, redo the paint, like scuff up the grout, give it a paint, and then give it a seal. When I was doing this though, I noticed it was actually coming up white. The paint is still there, the grout paint, which I'm generally surprised by because it's a very high traction area, but it's still there. So it was actually just needing a really good grout scrub. So that's what I did. I went through and I used my surface spray, and then I went over it with the Rubbermaid electric scrubber, and it is like new again, and it looks so clean and fresh in there. I love having the white grout on the floor in the laundry. It just makes it feel so clean and fresh and amazing. And then whilst I was in here, I decided to finally step out and grab a updated, slightly more modern toilet holder, because the one that came with the house, I always wanted to replace it because it was this like tan kind of beigey colored tacky plastic thing. It was just really cheap and ugly, but it also wasn't the top of my priority list. But realistically, if you want to upgrade a space like this, just doing a quick hardware changeover is a really effective way to do it. So I just had to fill in the holes, sand them off, paint over them, and paint it. It was done in a day. It cost me $11 in materials. It is such a good, fast way to do it. It's just getting the motivation to actually do it. Okie dokie, so I thought transition from downstairs to the upstairs area, just using the same theme, which is toilet, would be a nice transition for you. But either way, we're up in the bathroom now. We're going to be giving this a bit of a deeper clean today, starting off with the toilet, cleaning the outside and the inside of it, obviously, and taking the seat off so I can give that a clean as well. So whilst doing the dusting, I noticed there was a bit of a floor and a dust build-up inside the floor drain. So I pulled that one out, got out the vacuum, and just vacuumed up the biggest debris in there. I know it looks like it's really dirty in the drain there. That's actually just the color of the metal. It's really rough and dark around the edging of the actual pipe. I'm not sure if that's to do with welding or what the go is, but it's just the way it looks. It looks really dirty, but that's okay because it's covered by a towel. You can't see it. And here I am pulling up the drain in the shower. You can see me pause there just so you can get a really good shot of the yuck factor in there, but to be honest, this isn't actually that bad. It has been much worse in the past, but it catches like all the loose hairs, this particular drain. It has all these little crevices and crannies on the side that it gets all the moisture and stuff sort of stuck up in there. So as you can see, I've pulled out this huge hairball. That is disgusting, so I clean that one up and out the way. Again, using the Rubbermaid brush with a scrubbing head, I go over it with a disinfecting surface spray. Quite often I will actually use a small amount of bleach to do this bit, just to make sure I'm getting through all that mildew and all that grossness. And then I use the kind of power jet function on the rosette attachment to power wash it all down the drain. I will quite often as well at the end of that actually put in the base of it just to help keep it cleaner a bit longer, and it does work, which is why I said it's normally worse than this. It doesn't look as bad because I do this more often than not, but I haven't got any at the moment. And I'll actually put a fresh duck disc, you know, the fresh duck discs for toilet bowls. I'll put that at the bottom of it, so it will continue to clean the drain for me when we use it. So every time we use it, it cleans it without leaving any sort of residue that's near skin, because it's at the bottom of the drain, and it doesn't create any odors either, which is awesome. So that is a good trick for you there. And then I'm cleaning off my shower screen, the floors and the walls of the shower with a non-scratch scrubbing sponge and just dish detergent, dish liquid, which works amazing for it because it's designed to get off grease and soap scum and all those amazing things. So I use that. Here I am opening and attaching some suction cup hooks for the shower scrub brush and the face cloth. I went for the suction cup only because these bathroom is obviously very tiled floor to ceiling, and I didn't want to put any holes in my tiles, especially because I don't know whether or not I'm going to actually keep those there permanently. So suction cup hooks are a great alternative for any bathroom hooks or attachments that you want and don't want to put holes in your tiles, because patching a gyprock wall is a lot easier than patching a tile wall, as we know. These ones are great. They're very, very strong, high suction ones. You choose where you want it, make sure the surface is dry, and they've got a button at the top of them with a red rim on it, and you just push the button in until you can't see the red rim on the side anymore, and then you know it is properly attached. After that, I'm just going through tidying up the towels. I didn't worry about giving them a clean this time around, only because I'd only just done the linen load the day before, so they actually had just been cleaned the day before. And then changing out the bin and the rubbish, and then I'm going to go over the floors with the vacuum. After that, I'm going to be giving the bathroom door handles, the light switch and the power switch a clean, because as you'll see in the footage shortly, there are lots of fingerprints over the door especially, and then on the switches as well, just from continued use. That is part of just having white doors and white switches, I guess. Like, it's just part of it. There will be dirty fingerprints. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing I did downstairs in the downstairs toilet and the laundry, and I'm going to go over all of the grout on the floor with a surface spray and my Rubbermaid scrubbing brush. That took not actually as long as I expected, and I think that's only because our floor tiles are so large, so there's actually not that much grout. There's more tile surface than there is grout surface. Okay, so to clear off all that surface spray that is on my tiles in between my grout that we use for scrubbing it, I bring up my spin mop and I fill the bucket with just plain hot water. By doing this, it will dilute and actually clean up the surface spray that is all over the tiles. And as you do it, if you just keep refreshing your mop, it picks it all up and puts all the dirty into the bucket, which is our aim. And it also cleans the tiles as you go. That is it from me this week, guys. So thank you so much for coming along with me. I hope you've gotten some motivation, maybe some ideas, like the adhesive hooks, really good budget option if you need some hooks on a tiled surface and don't want to drill the holes, as I said. And if you haven't already, please remember to hit that subscribe button on your way out. Give the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment, let me know you were here. Have an amazing week, guys, and I'll see you next week for the next video.